We are increasingly delegating research tasks to AI agents. Yet the primary vessel for transmitting knowledge, the PDF paper, remains strictly optimized for human storytelling. This diagram maps the actual research process, a branching tree of hypotheses and dead ends. Publishing flattens this reality into a linear narrative. This exacts a storytelling tax. Failure knowledge is erased, forcing agents to rediscover these dead ends at a massive compute cost. There is also an engineering tax. A paper communicates its contribution at the level of detail required to convince a human reviewer, but it lacks the operational specifications an autonomous agent requires to actually execute the code. The traditional PDF acts as a lossy compression algorithm. It discards exactly the tacit knowledge and historical trajectory that an AI ecosystem requires to function. Attaching a GitHub repository to a published paper is often seen as a solution to the reproducibility problem. The data proves otherwise. To quantify the gap, researchers use the Paperbench evaluation framework, tasking AI coding agents with reproducing standard machine learning papers using their official source materials. Across nearly 9,000 expert reproduction requirements, 54.6% of necessary specifications are missing from the published PDFs. Agents fail because tacit knowledge is absent. Missing hyperparameters and vague descriptions account for the largest gaps. For agents to compound scientific knowledge at machine speed, the primary artifact must transition into an executable database. The Agent Native Research Artifact, or ARA, is a deliberate engineering response to this deficit. It replaces the narrative document with a machine executable package. This structure organizes research across 4 knowledge layers. The cognitive layer distills concepts into queryable claims. The physical layer contains executable code and operational specifications. The exploration graph retains the branching trajectory of failed experiments and pivots, and the evidence layer isolates raw empirical outputs. These layers use deterministic cross-layer forensic bindings. Every claim is tethered to empirical proof. We can trace this directly. An assertion in the claims file points to an experiment, linking to the Python model, grounded by the exact results CSV. This structure prevents verifying agents from cheating or hallucinating expected answers, as they must verify the logic through execution without access to the reported numbers. Researchers will not adopt a standard that requires hours of manual data entry. The Live Research Manager solves this passively, operating as a background skill alongside an AI assistant. At session's end, the context harvester scans chat logs, extracting hypotheses and intermediate results. These observations are tagged and matured into formal events, written directly to the ARA directory. Since AI agents are already executing the coding and testing, the entire branching trajectory of failures is captured organically. In the AI native workflow, comprehensive trajectory capture becomes a zero-cost byproduct of ordinary development. Scientific publishing is currently throttled by human reviewer bandwidth, which is often spent on mechanical verification rather than high-level judgment. The ERA seal is a machine-executable peer review pipeline. Level 1 validates structural integrity and cross-layer references. Level 2 enforces argumentative rigor, evaluating logical support before any code is run. Level 3 tests execution reproducibility, verifying claims via targeted checks against the code kernel. This funnel filters out submissions that fail mechanical checks or lack reproducible results before they ever reach a human. Automating mechanical validation redirects expert attention towards significance, novelty, and scientific taste. To prove the utility of this structure, we must test autonomous agents operating on ARAs against those using traditional papers. The performance jump is significant. When extracting knowledge, an agent's accuracy rises from 72.4% with PDFs to 93.7% with an ARA. Agents also build on prior work more effectively. On rebench extension tasks, agents using the ARA protocol consistently outperformed those limited to paper write-ups. This acceleration results directly from the exploration graph. By mapping what was already tried and abandoned, agents bypass redundant dead ends. Retaining failure records provides an active filter against redundant exploration, preventing agents from burning API budgets on already disproven hypotheses. Under this protocol, the PDF is relegated to a compiled view, a temporary summary generated on demand for human readers. The result is a queryable scientific commons built entirely on the ARAP protocol. Researchers fork an existing ARA, extend a specific claim node, and submit the executable diff for automated verification. Scientific contributions compound at the granular level of individual, testable claims, rather than dense, disconnected narratives. To scale research to the speed of AI, scientific knowledge must finally become an executable protocol.